at all times. Any unattended baggage will be removed and may be destroyed by security services.
Hello, good evening and welcome to our City Transport Simulator Tram All the Lines live stream. We are going to be covering lines 1 to 6 in this stream, going along the length of them and exploring the fictional city of Tramau or Tramau or however you pronounce it. Standard butchering of pronunciations as always. Anyway, we are going to be kicking off in about 8 minutes time, so please have your drinks, light refreshments, tickets and all that sort of stuff ready. And we will be starting at 20:30 by the station clock. That's 2100 real time. See you soon.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap. Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes...
Good evening everybody and welcome to City Transport Simulator Tram, all the lines live stream. We will be kicking off in about 2.5 minutes time, so please have your drinks and light refreshments at the ready.
This is a safety announcement. It is not permitted to cycle, skateboard or rollerblade within the station building.
We are going to be starting in about 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dad Round. My son has just decided he needs his nappy attending to. I know. Post the emojis now. So we'll be starting in 2 minutes.
Please remain behind the yellow line at all times. Trains pass through this station at high speed and can cause turbulence.
Hello, good evening and welcome. How are we all doing? It has been a little while since we've done one of these. Mum Rail is just putting Sammy to bed now. We had to do an emergency nappy change, I'm afraid, so that's why we're a little bit late. Right, so all the lines live stream. City Transport Simulator Tram. I had a couple of plays of this, really enjoying it at the moment, so I thought it'd be good to do a live stream on it. Ah, perfect. The other son has brought the mandatory tea for the tea and biscuits for the manager. That is a thing. Right. I was noticing in the chat someone was talking about steam multiple unit. Karasamonia. Imagine making a multiple unit with steam power. Nice. SMU. It could be a thing. I'm sure it was a thing. I'm sure that the Great Western had something like that, but I could be mistaken. Anyway, that's enough chitter-chatter from me. Before we get in, I've got to tell you that all the views and opinions expressed within the stream are solely my own and may not reflect those of any companies I may be employed by or associated with. Furthermore, I have been given the key for this game completely free of charge, but all the opinions expressed within are my own. The devs have no editorial control over the content. It is all up to me. So if I like something, I'll tell you. If I don't like something, I'll also tell you. Right, let's press the button and get into the game. So I've got to work out what's going on with the audio because it doesn't quite work as it should normally do in this. So hopefully you got some sort of audio. Let me know if you need it turned up or down as we go along. I did turn the menu music off, but for some reason it has come back on. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into sandbox mode. We're going to do start a custom session, and we are literally going to drive all 6 routes and go and explore the city of Tramau. Hopefully I can answer some of your questions as you go along, and hopefully you can answer some of mine. Right, okay, so we'll do a different tram on each one. ULF-A1, R2-2B, Stad Regio Tram, ULF-B1, A1. Okay, we'll start off with the A1. Select vehicle. And we're going to start off on line 1. So these are about 20 minutes each, so probably a couple of hours worth of routes here. But it'd be good to go around and explore the city. And we'll do a beginning to end. 7 o'clock in the morning start sounds good to me. Let's get going. So we are going to be playing Locomotive Location Livery during the stream tonight. We are going to be hopping in and out of the Discord server, all of that good stuff. Ted Reed, good evening, my friend. How you doing? Member for 3 months. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. Northern Princess Productions, hello. How are we doing? Crazy Play, Sajat, Josh Bridgman, hello. Pig and Bob on the membership there, as well as Josh. Harry11, good evening, and thanks for subscribing, Harry. Much appreciated. Crazy Plays, I'm driving the Stad Regio tram. Nice one. And Laserjet Overshoots has become a member for 17 months, Laserjet. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Right, okay, we are in. Let me know as we go along, guys, if you need the game audio up or down. We can absolutely tweak that as we go along. So I just want to make quite clear, this is an early access version of the game, so there are a few bugs and bits and bobs in it. Hopefully the computer won't crash like it did playing Tram Sim, if anyone remembers that stream. I saw someone mention it earlier. So yeah, if we get any bugs or anything, it's sort of to be expected, I guess, a little bit. Right, okay. I love the working mirrors, and I love the fact we can see people kind of getting on and off, although it looks a little bit funky there, walking on the ballast. But that's nice. That is nice. I really like that. Okay. I've got to try and remember how to drive this. Right, throttle lever off. We are off. We are good for 20. Perth Luxury, thank you very much, my friend. That is very kind of you. Will you do what the partner of the mad train conductor did in Germany, i.e. Flower of Scotland over the tannoy? ScotRail did it. Oh, nice one. Like I say, guys, let me know if you want the game audio up or down. I realise it might be coming through a little bit loud, so we can tweak that. Do let me know. As you can see, I've moved my big fat head over to the right hand side as well, because the last stream, or the video I done on this, the preview video, I had my camera over the HUD, which wasn't particularly useful. And we got a stopping point. Do you know what the biggest challenge on this is actually going to be to get somewhere on time? Harry 11, I've got not working anytime soon. I've got a medical tomorrow. Then yeah, I've got a couple of little jobs this week, but nothing too interesting. Driving off with the doors open. We'll try not to do that. What? I'm sure I pressed the door close button. I must have done. Hashtag late rail. Yeah, Leo, that's as is standard, I'm afraid. And we're off to Kaiser Park. Have we got that right? Did we pronounce that right? Off we go. Let's drive it like we stole it. And our station coming up. I keep calling them stations. They're not stations, they're stops. Tram stops. I will absolutely take that. Ted Reid driving the Scotsman on the East Coast Main Line. Nice one, Ted. Josh Atkins, this is one of the best dynamic weather games out there. I have to take your word for that. Possibly sarcasm, I don't know. But I've not seen... The reason I say that is because I've not seen any dynamic weather on this game yet. Right, so, signal off to the... Traffic light ignored. We did not ignore the traffic light. DHL van up ahead. You're saying you can't hear the game. You're actually quite right. You can't hear the game because I've got the game... Try that. Hopefully you can hear the game now. Have we got the game audio on? That was completely and utterly my bad. You should have game audio now, guys. Let me know if you have. Average Richard, tea and biscuits. That was a good stop. I don't know what you mean. There we go. We can hear it now. I've shut the doors. Lock doors on. There we go. Come on. Let me go. Let me go. We're off. So one of my biggest criticisms... Oh, sorry. I was saying about the dynamic weather. Yeah, I've not seen any dynamic... We're going. I've not seen any dynamic weather in this game as yet. Hopefully it is a thing, though.
Haltestelle Ringensteinstraße.
We have got lots of DHL vans everywhere. That is the only IP I have seen in the game so far, though, is DHL. So Joshua Atkins makes a really good point there. It would be funny if the Blackpool Trams came to this game, particularly this map. I think there's a massive gap, and I said this in my preview video, I think there's a massive gap in the market for English tram content, i.e. there is nothing short of like Croydon on Roblox. So I think the first company that actually brings out like you know, Croydon Tram Link, Manchester Metro Link, Sheffield Super Tram, Birmingham Trams, Blackpool would be fantastic. I think there's definitely a market for that. I for one would be all over that. HD Plays, I'm good, my friend. How are you? How are you? Sijat, does DHL sponsor the game? That's a good point. I never thought of that. That is possible. That is possible. Hang on a sec. Working announcement: CCTV and mirrors on Dovetail Game. So Hannah, it was developed by, I think it's Viewpoint or View App. Dovetail are just the publisher. It's not actually their game as such. But yeah, definitely something we need to see. You know, on Train Sim. Right, we are good. We've got the road.
Haltestelle Hauptbahnhof West.
Let's play some Locomotive Livery and Location, Trainboy says. Go on then, Trainboy. Let's do it. So if you haven't seen this game before, guys, post your numbers in the chat between 1 and 36 as soon as you hear the jingle.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Get those numbers in. Haptermanhof West is our next stop. So the signal in front of us there, if you haven't seen the tutorial, I don't know what the cross means, but the arrow pointing to the left is telling us the points are set to the left. And these arrows here are telling us we can proceed to the left, we can proceed straight on, and we can proceed to the right. But obviously the points are set to the left. So, as soon as our doors are shut, we are good to go. Okay, Locomotive Location Livery. Third number on my screen tonight is Pig and Bob with number 20.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
So if you haven't seen this game before, guys, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you box number 20. You've got 10 seconds to give me the locomotive livery and location of what you think you see underneath.
Haltestelle Hauptbahnhof. Fahrtende. Bitte aussteigen.
Is it going to be an easy one tonight? What is it? Where is it? Mothman. The cross means the junction is locked as you are past the marker. Ah, superb information. Thank you very much. And we're just coming round into our terminal station where we will hop off and jump onto line 2. Karasmonia says 150. Laserjet says 150 GWR. Dawlish Leo Low says GWR. Northern Princess, just to be different, and Aviva Trains Wales 150 somewhere. GWR 150 at Dawlish Warren, says Gareth. Hi mate, how you doing? Been doing lots and lots of work on the railway today. It's almost fully working. I shall post some videos soon. Release doors. There we go. That is the end of line number 1. Do you want to skip the pause time? No. So we will jump back out to the main menu because we are doing all the lines. Just like Jeff Marshall done all the stations, we are doing all the lines. Loading, loading, loading. Okay, start a custom session. Session. Right, we've done the ULF-A1. We're going to do the R2-2B now. And we're going to do that on line number 2. Starting at the university, going down to Engelsbrunn. And we'll start this one at 8:03. We will do a night run as well before the game's out. Before the stream's up. Josh Bridgman, can we hop over to the Discord? We certainly can while we're loading up. Hannah Scott has posted an embroidered tube map. Did you do that, Hannah? That's excellent. Gareth, we've got some Steam stuff. And Emily, yes, we've got, looks like a Train Sim Classic scenario going on. And if you want to join our Discord server, you can do. There is an invitation link in the description below. Yeah, Mothman, I turned off auto track change. That's something I'm not brave enough to do. When I get to know the network a little bit more, turning off auto track change I think is something I would definitely like to do. But at the moment, it's just something it's not going to work for me, unfortunately. Okay then, right, we are supposed to depart in 22 seconds. There we are in our more vintage tram. Talking of vintage trams, something like the Lisbon with the little Ramalero style tram cars would be pretty cool. And let's see if we can actually get a right time departure on this one. So far so good, right. 20 round the corner. Ted, yes, I do believe this will be available on console.
Haltestelle Bernhardsplatz. Übergang zur Linie 3.
So one of the things I am interested to go and see is actually how much of this city has been modelled, i.e. can we go down streets that don't have tram track on them? Because that would sort of indicate to me that maybe we're going to get buses or something at some point. So at some point during this stream, I need to hop out and go and have a good look around, see if we can actually walk down these streets that don't have tram lines on them. Because this is based in the fictional city of Tramau. My biggest gripe with the game so far is that it just doesn't seem busy enough. There doesn't seem to be enough life in the city. There's not enough people walking around. There's not enough traffic. As a tram driver, I've hardly ever got to worry. I say that and I've got to do it now, but I've hardly ever got to worry about cars in front of me and stuff like that, which is something Tram Sim Vienna, Tram Sim Munich done quite well. So I do think it does need to have a little bit more sort of, you know, remember to indicate this time as well. I do think it needs to have a little bit more something going on in the world. Crazy Place, from what I saw on Steam discussions, they said the entire city is explorable. Excellent. That is pretty cool. The way this tram sort of swings out at the front, anybody that knows these, is that prototypical? Is that normal, or is that a bug in the game? I wonder if it's because the way it's articulated that it does that. We got to remember to look at our screens and stuff before we depart. I am playing this on keyboard, but it is compatible with controller as well, which I think is a really good idea, and it's probably something I should have plugged in. We are actually running. Is that saying we're supposed to be at the next station in 30 seconds, or we're supposed to leave this one in 30 seconds? I'm not quite sure. I think that might be what's supposed to be at the next one in 20 seconds. No, it departed too early, so that is, we're supposed to be leaving that station, so we are now running early. Wow.
Haltestelle Oberer Ring. Übergang zur Linie 1.
Ben P, OMSI has a few tram routes. Yeah, I've not really played OMSI that much. I probably should have a bit more of a look at it though. Controller is much better. I've got an Xbox controller kicking around somewhere. I should probably try and plug it in at some point. Oh, that was almost a spad. Laserjet, who would have thought Richard would have run early? What are you trying to say? It's been known to happen now and again. I do like this kind of, I'm not sure how well it's coming through in the stream, but you've got this kind of like CCTV view of inside the tram. So it's kind of all pixelated and stuff, and the colour's a little bit off. I'm not sure how well that comes through on the stream, but... I don't like, there isn't like a free roam camera that I've managed to find so far. Alright, I pushed it at the traffic light.
Haltestelle Kaiserpark. Übergang zur Linie 1.
Tram tours may close up to 1 minute before departure. We also may be 5 minutes late. That is the Dad Railway. Roblox Olympics, is there a passenger spawn option? Not that I've seen, but that would be pretty cool. So one of the things that was mentioned in the comment section on the preview video I done on this was that everything in the world is just too clean. All the cars are too clean, all the shops are too clean. There's no kind of grime and dirt anywhere, and I'm really inclined to agree with that. Everything sort of looks, oh hello, welcome aboard. Everything looks a little bit shiny and prestigious. So hopefully that's something that, you know, they can work on, making the game look a little bit more sort of more real world, I guess.
Haltestelle Josefshof.
There's definitely a lot going on. It's sort of enough to keep you busy, sort of watching your speed and the signals and stuff. It's pretty full on. Karis Monya, do you think you'll blue screen again? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I thought timetables are only for references. That's the Southern motto. Oh, how could you possibly say that? We are now running late as well. How have we managed that?
Haltestelle Olaf-Meyer-Platz. Übergang zur Linie 5.
Good to go. Which way are we going? Straight on. I was going to say I didn't see a signal telling us which way we were going. Oh, this could be a bang on time. 5 seconds to do the stop. This is on time as it gets, guys. Richard is running late. Richard is nearly running completely on time. Very nearly. That's the emergency brake button. Come on. Nearly had a spar. Signal passed at red. I'm told trams can't have spads, so... Has the game crashed on us? Yeah, there we go. It's cleared. Yeah, it's definitely not 50 round the corner there.
Haltestelle Webertheater. Übergang zur Linie 5.
Anthony Churchill, no, this is a standalone game, City Transport Simulator Tram. Although it does sort of look very Train Sim World, I can kind of see where you're getting that from. And if I remember rightly, we have just done this as part of Line 1, this particular section of track. All stopped, all stopped. Right, shall we press a button?
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Get those numbers in between 1 and 36.
Haltestelle Friedlandstraße.
I'm sure the points just changed at the last minute there. I could be completely wrong, but I'm sure they did. Okay, third number is Pig and Bob. You've done it again with number 24. We shall get stopped at our next station, and then we shall play. Friedlandster. Must not try and pronounce.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Okay guys, here we go. Going to give you number 24 this time. 10 seconds for that locomotive livery and location, if you can. What is it? Where is it? Do let me know what you're thinking down in the chat, as always.
Haltestelle Engelsbrunnen. Übergang zur Linie 6. Fahrtende. Bitte aussteigen.
Right, good for 50. We've got a 20 coming up. Does seem a bit fast for 50. And we're going round to the left. The articulation looks okay on the outside. Now I think we are coming to the end of route number 2. This kind of looks like a terminus turnaround point type thingy. 151 for free combo, unknown location, likely GWR livery though. Carasimonia 104 maybe, or a 230. That's the dentist's favourite time, you know, 230. Actually no, that's probably more worthy of one of those. Apparently my next stop is in 0 meters. Have I done something terrible here and overshot the stop when I wasn't paying any attention? I don't think I have. It's got to be just round the corner there, surely. Have we managed to break it already? So have a quick look around the cab while that is doing its thing. So, override driving lock. You can interact with kind of the information screen here and get it to do various different things. I'm not going to even attempt that because I'll probably end up breaking it. But yeah, you kind of got clickable buttons and stuff, which is pretty cool. I don't know what the shortcut key is for the bell. I need to have a look because I need to use the bell a little bit more. That is the first time in 2 routes, right at the end of the second route, we've had to compete with another tram. There just isn't enough traffic in this game. There needs to be more road traffic, both tram and vehicle. Can we open the doors there, or is it going to want me to pull forward? Is it going to allow me to have that? I mean, people are getting on and off. They're doing their thing. Is that registered? It might not have registered as the stopping point there. We'll just try shutting the doors and... next stop, Fred Lynch. I think we're going round in circles at this point. Yeah. As Crazy said, that is the... Oh, we can see the map. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, so we've come from unit. Yeah, so we've just gone around the turning circle there. So that is the end of line number 2. So you know what that means? It's time for line number 3. We've got Joshua playing VR behind us. What are you playing, Joshua?
VR.
What game are you playing?
Blazing Source 3.
Blazing Source 3. You should get yourself on Train Sim. Right, okay, so we are coming up halfway through the stream now. Right, we've done that tram, So now we're in the Stad Regio tram. 70 kilometres an hour. Select vehicle. And we're going to take you for a spin on line 3. And do you know what we're going to do? I tell you what, let's do an evening run. Let's see some of this nighttime lighting. Be interesting to see what that looks like. Bad dad joke, yeah. Crazy Play, shift is the shortcut. Is that for the bell? I need to play with a bell. As Chuck Berry would say, playing with the ding-a-ling. If you're old enough to remember that reference. It's a good song, Chuck Berry, My Ding-a-ling. Go and check it out. It's full of innuendo. Right, we are loading. While it's loading, let's jump over to our Discord server, live stream pictures page if you want to post anything. Amy, my Pentium 4 HD computer, which runs on Windows 98 and Unix. Nice. And you will find an invitation link to the Discord server down in the description below. You're more than welcome to join us over there. Live stream pictures page if you want to post anything. Okay. Ah, there we go. We've got the bell. We can make lots of noise now. We can have some fun. Right, waiting for the passengers to board. Yeah, the headlights on the tram look a little bit funky. So we've got some kind of headlight off, on, high beam. Need to find a shortcut key for that. Right, okay. Lock doors, we should have departed 12 seconds ago. Let's see if we can manage to get somewhere on time. Oh, road traffic.
Haltestelle Danielsplatz.
Yeah, not particularly impressed so far with the lighting. It looks a little bit a little bit washed out and too bright in places. The shadows don't seem to be casting very well. But like I say, this is early access, so we're given the benefit of the doubt. Ben P, no worries, thanks for joining us, my friend. Roblox Olympics, Fembus. No, I haven't. I really should be remembering my indicators as well. Ah, we have some gradients. I did actually go for a ride on a tram yesterday. I went from Beckenham Junction to Mitcham on the Croydon tram link, which was an interesting journey. Down for the 30. Oh, this could be the first car we are going to have to stop and not hit. This is the first time we've encountered road traffic that we've got to negotiate with. Pig and Bob, what happens if you hit the car? I believe you just get some sort of timeout on the game. We'll give it a go. We'll try hitting something for the sake of science. Oh, we're almost on time. Super Tram sounds a bit like 377. It does actually. I can see where you get that from.
Haltestelle Universität. Übergang zur Linie 2.
Right, we're going to hit this car in the name of science, guys. We'll give it a very gentle shunt. There you go. That's what happens. You collided with a car. No, 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 no. No, no, no. And it disappears. All stop, all stop. Hannah, I don't know if I can repeat that. We're going straight on here, aren't we? Supertram, I hope they had UK map with a Flex City or an Edinburgh car. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, right? I think there's definitely a gap in the market for UK-based tram content. I was going to say, it didn't come up with a little yellow stopper there, did it? I'm sure it didn't. Okay. Passengers will have to circulate back.
Haltestelle Bernhardsplatz. Übergang zur Linie 2.
Silent Past, hello, how are you doing? Leo Low, if you go for a red light, it will just come up traffic light ignored or something like that. It doesn't really do anything. Eve's Games, I don't know if it's early access on console or not. Does anybody in the chat know about that? It is going to be released on console as far as I know, but don't think it's early access on consoles. So we missed a stop and we're still late. Excellent. Remembering to indicate this time as well around the corner.
Haltestelle Heimatmuseum.
We're driving it like we stole it. No early access on console, says Crazy Plays. Thank you very much. It took me this long to get the joke. All aboard. It's come up Ibis code 00301. I guess that's got something to do with like the passenger information system or something. I don't quite know.
Haltestelle Sommerfeldgarten.
Holding that bang on 50 there. And then going straight for the emergency brakes. Look at that. And we're running on time again. 30 seconds plus is average for Dad Rail. Nothing to... We're going to run this route on time, Crazy. We're going to run it on time. That's my sole aim now, is to run a route on time.
Haltestelle am Schlosspark.
Although apparently we're already kind of late for the next stop or something going on there, so... I think this is the fastest of all the trams we've driven today. The sound's kind of bugging out a little bit there as well. Have I done a thing and missed a stop? I may have missed a stop. So yeah, so I haven't had a look at it yet, but I do kind of like the idea on here that you can sort of do career modes and you can create your own tram lines and sort of all that good stuff. That's a really nice touch. Sort of just gives the oh, excuse me, just gives the game something more. Focusing, homing in now. We are 45 seconds early. Look at that.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Laserjet, are you streaming the DBBR 218 tomorrow for early access as your own ambassador? Do you know what? I'm not sure when the embargo ends on that. If it's tomorrow, then yes, I will stream it tomorrow. But I'm not entirely sure. It's certainly a nice loco. See, I'm remembering to indicate I'm doing it right.
Haltestelle Ringbibliothek.
Oh, yeah. Definitely starting to get the hang of these brakes a little bit now. Okay. Locomotive Livery Location. Crazy plays. You've got it. Number 6.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Number 6, guys. 10 seconds for that Locomotive Livery Location, if you can. What is it? Where is it? Let me know the answers in the chat, as always. And we are still running quite early. So I don't know if we've got any underground sections on this route or any kind of suburban sections where we can actually get these things up to 70 kilometers an hour. Or whether it is sort of just this round the city stuff. So be interesting to see as we go through the different lines exactly what's on offer. Come on, come on. Super Tram 103 has gone GDR Class 140 and 14E. Derailed at Torlish.
Haltestelle Wasserturm.
It seems really dodgy having a tram stop where, you know, people have got to walk across traffic in order to get there. It just seems really quite dodgy. But that's saying my next stop is in 296 meters, so I don't know if this is a stop or not. Well, people are getting on and off. So we're kind of just go with it.
Haltestelle Lilienstraße. Übergang zur Linie 6.
Traffic light ignored. We have not gone past the traffic light. Again, early access, so some of the hitboxes and stuff are not quite where they want to be. Yeah, Roblox Olympics, that's something I need to think about, I need to consider and decide what we can do to help you. We might have actually managed to run a whole route on time here, guys, which would be a rare thing. But there's a first time for everything. Leolo, have some middle-of-the-road tram stops in Hong Kong. Just seems a little bit weird to have middle of the road tram stops like that. I guess you've kind of do what you've got to do what you got to do, but it just does seem a little bit weird. Hannah, yeah, we didn't get the wagging finger that time. You only get that when you smash into cars, apparently.
Haltestelle am Blumenmarkt. Fahrtende. Bitte aussteigen.
This looks like a nice neighbourhood. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to what I was saying earlier about the world. I mean, I know it's quite late on this particular run, but the world isn't alive enough. There just aren't enough people. There's not enough interaction with traffic going on. I think it's just something they need to look at. And the lighting definitely needs kind of a rebake or something on it. Oh, we're good for 50 again, okay. And it looks like we might be coming into the terminus here. And then we'll be starting line 4 of 6. Yeah, because we're not due out of here for 5 minutes yet, so I'm guessing this tram terminates here. Trams in Vienna has those stops. Do you want to pause the skip time? No, we won't do that, because I tell you what, whilst we are here, is it going to let me get out the chair? It is. First of all, I am just interested to know sort of how far off we can wander. We will jump into tram line 4 in just a few seconds. City Transport Simulator, early access, work in progress. That's sort of indicating we are going to get more lines maybe, or more options. I wonder if you're going to have, like, you know, I've said buses on here. No, it's not letting us go down there. And I've said, like, buses, maybe like possibly taxis on here, or, you know, there's definitely lots and lots of options. I think that's a VR controller just been smashed up. I do like the ambient background noises, though. It sounds quite, you know, there's sort of traffic-y noise and stuff going on, which is pretty cool. That's one thing that Train Sim World lacks, in my opinion, is kind of those ambient background noises. But yeah, there just isn't enough road traffic and interaction and people, and there isn't enough hustle and bustle. Okay, yeah, we'll go and have a look around somewhere else. Let's jump into tram line number 4. I don't think you can go down here because it's a work in progress earlier. Traffic lights respected. Traffic lights ignored. 1. Perfect stop 0. Yeah, it's standard. Okay, right, we're on custom session again. We've done that tram. We've done that tram. We've done that tram. So now we're on the ULF B1. I don't know what the difference between the A1 and the B1 is. 70 right side. 70 right side, 24 metres. Okay, so this one's actually slightly longer. And we are now doing line 4. So let's just zoom out a bit so we can get an idea of where we're going with this. Oh, so line 4 looks like it's quite a short little line there from Uglansdorf to I'm not going to try with the pronunciations. Let's just go for a daytime run. And off we go. Line 4, City Transport Simulator, Tram Edition. Richie Rouse, so this is by the same developers as Tram Sim. It's kind of, I believe it's a platform they're going to expand on. I think rather than having, because you've got Tram Sim Vienna, Tram Sim Munich are 2 standalone games, I think this is a platform that they're going to expand on, possibly adding buses and other transport options, hence the fact it's called City Transport Simulator Tram. I can see us having a massive sort of fictional city with lots of different options, so you can get on maybe a metro, you can get on a tram, you can get on a bus, possibly a taxi, you get on a bike or explore it on foot. I could sort of see, you know, them going down that road, but it would be nice to get other maps as well. You know, we've spoken about UK maps, so it'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see Lisbon trams. I think they would be absolutely awesome to have on here. Maybe San Francisco. Let's go stateside as well. So yeah, definitely options with it. Hey Barry Daniel, good evening, how are we doing? Right, let's get this thing away. Let's see if we can do another on-time run. And we'll drive it like we stole it, because that's the only way you can drive a tram. Richie Ray, yeah, I agree with you. It seems like a way to include more maps and modes of transport.
Löwenstraße.
And I think the fact that it's fictional almost puts a little bit less pressure on the devs, because they haven't got to like conform to anything. They haven't got to make sure the city looks perfect. They can reuse a lot of assets and bits and bobs. So I think it gives them, having the fictional city does give them options, sort of, you know, in the direction they want to take the game. It's like a Mercedes van there blocking in the trams, causing a bit of a traffic jam. So far, we've not actually had anything that's stopped us progressing. Oh, I've done it now, I've said that, but... Oh, look, we've got to interact with cars again, so it does happen occasionally. We might actually manage to do something on time, you know. Yeah, oh good, thank you, Barry. Good to have you here. Karasamova, the A1 has 2 less bogies than the B1. Good to know. Those kind of weird middle of the road tram stops again. I think if I hadn't been a train driver, if I'd lived somewhere closer to where they have trams, I think I would have been a tram driver. There's just something about driving a rail vehicle along a road, interacting with traffic and stuff. I love the bit in Croydon where they go through George Street, they go through the centre and stuff, and there's just people walking everywhere, and it's just a pretty cool thing, I reckon. We are running rather early as well, which is unusual for me. Is there some traffic rule then that if there's a tram stop, the cars are not allowed to drive up past it? Is that some highway code traffic rule? That would make sense if that is the case. I think in America, when you've got school buses that are stopped and the little flag comes out, nobody's allowed to go past them. So I'm just wondering, with all the kind of traffic stopped there, if that is a thing. And the other thing I've not seen on here that we do have in Tram Sim is accessibility. So you haven't got any passengers with accessibility needs, wheelchair passengers or anything like that. He did tell me earlier, Barry, but I can't remember. What are you playing, Joshua?
Sonnengasse.
Say again?
Lane and sorcery.
Yeah, what he said. Vince and Velcroft, in America, people mostly don't know what the hell to do if they're driving and see a tram. Sebastian, hello. Depends on the country. There is a white solid line in Europe. You cannot go past the tram. Ah, interesting. But the school bus thing, yes, I learnt that in driver's school. Nice. Station, we stopped at the station.
Haltestelle Lauritorstraße.
Have we got tram signals at this one? We have. We're going round to the left. Oh! I wasn't paying attention. I think once you've learnt the routes on here, it'll certainly be a much more enjoyable game to play. Once you kind of know where the routes, the stops and the speed limits are, I think you'd be able to drive it in such a way as well, where you know, you sort of really nail down the timetable. But yeah, I know I've said it before. I'm loving the screens, so you can see people getting on and off as well. That's a really cool thing. It's something I'd love to see in train sim, is some sort of dispatch mechanism. Yeah, Tim, I'm definitely putting that down to the fact that it's in early access. What's the price of petrol?
Haltestelle Eichenweg.
I don't know which one's which, but it all looks pretty cheap to me. That, you know, there's no branding on that, but no guesses for sort of... What garage would you put that down as? You can tell, can't you, by the colour scheme? I like the PIS working on the board. Tim Parkinson. Yeah, I'd say Shell, definitely. Yeah, LNER Azuma, crazy plays. All agreeing. You can see what they've done there. Somehow now we're late. We were early and now we're late. I'm not even sure how that works, but... Amy, definitely an Esso.
Haltestelle am Weidensee. Fahrtende. Bitte aussteigen.
Next stop in 0 meters. That doesn't seem right to me. Check our mirror before we turn right. Make sure there's no one coming up the inside. And we're indicating because we're not driving a BMW. It's not worthy. It's not worthy. I think this might be coming down towards the terminus of line 4. So quite a short one, line 4. But we've got 2 lines to go. So I tell you what.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
If you do want to send me any pictures for Locomotive Livery Location, now would be a good time, because I don't have many in the pipeline at the moment that are usable. So send them to me via Discord or via my socials. That would be absolutely fantastic. Socials, which should be on the screen, but it's not working. And we just have a little look on the map, yeah. So, Amwidinsi. So that is the end of the line there. Yeah, 5 minutes waiting time. So that is line 4 completed. Do you want to skip the pause time? We'll return to the main menu. Back to the main menu. I quite like that tram. I think we're going to stick with that one for the next run. 2 more routes to go, guys. So, start a custom session. It was the B, wasn't it? We are going for line 5, which looks like it's right through the centre there. I only got a couple of stations. Again, another shortest route. So we start off at the Pulse Centre, going down to Johann Frederick Gasse. And we'll do a Let's kind of do... Let's go for an early morning run this time, see how we get on with that. Who have we got? Third number, Roblox Olympics. You are the third number. Number 23.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Here we go, guys. Giving you box number 23. 10 seconds for the Locomotive Livery Location, if you can. I think this one's a little... This is one of the easiest ones we've had. So let me know what you think it is down in the chat. You did miss your indicator a few times before. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Crazy place. I can't argue with that. Right, J to activate door release. Here we are on line 5. Wait for passengers to board. Sharktail says GWR. Karasoma says 141. Right, that's saying we're good for 50, but this doesn't... Okay, that's giving me a 20 there.
Haltestelle Olaf-Meyer-Platz. Übergang zur Linie 2.
Yeah, it looks like our heads-up display might possibly be broken. Look, I'm indicating, guys. Looks like we've lost all the speed limits off the heads-up display. So we're just going to have to make it up as we go along. How does Scotty's go GWR and I'll randomly guess Oxford? Okay, that's telling me my next stop is 179 metres, but I'm not trusting this. Everyone's on board. Let's get going. Ah, there we go. So our heads-up display seems to be working now with speed limits. Although I don't... This can't be a 50 corner, surely.
Haltestelle Webertheater. Übergang zur Linie 2.
Ah, we've stopped at this stop before. This is on line 1, isn't it? Because you go round to the station, I think. Karasori, did you know that you don't need, or you do or you don't? Your comment's covered up by a little emoji thing on my screen. You don't need a car license to drive a tram in Vienna. Nice. No, indicator fluid, yeah. Crazy, I'm guessing you've spent a little bit of time in the game already, because you've got really good knowledge on it.
Haltestelle Iwata-Park.
In Germany, you need a driver's license to drive trams or metros. And we got nearly a kilometre to our next stop. Let's see if we can get there on time. It's telling me I've got 600 metres to go. That's... Station? Yeah, I know a bad workman always blames his tools, but I'm blaming... No, I'm blaming my tools. Right, we're cleared across the junction.
Haltestelle Goethestraße.
Down to 30. I've done 20 hours, got to level 25, had a lot of fun in career making routes. Yeah, I haven't had to play around with the career mode yet and the planning routes, but that kind of sort of strategy management aspect of it is quite interesting, so I am going to have a look at that. No, the points changed last minute. They kind of just gone right, left, straight on, so I don't know if we're going the right way. Hopefully we are. Have faith in the game. Hopefully it knows where we're going. So on, I'm sure it was line 1 where we swung our left here and went round into the station. I think we're going to carry on straight on potentially here, aren't we? Yeah, 2 more stops. So I think the line lengths are pretty decent. Otherwise, I mean, I wouldn't have attempted to do this in one stream if there was any chance, you know, they were stupidly long. But yeah, I think you know you got a couple of decent sort of 20-minute, half an hour runs, and you've got some sort of nice shorter ones as well. So I think that the lines that are in game at the moment are pretty well balanced, depending on sort of how much free time you've got and what you want to do. Totally not using the emergency brake there. I had to turn auto points off, Tim Parkinson. Yeah, I'm not brave enough to do that, Tim. Definitely not brave enough to do that at the moment. Carousel, I made a 46 car 323 in Trenton. Nice. Crazy, if you want longer routes, you just make them yourself. Absolutely. So as part of the sort of career mode editor type thing, I think you're able to do that, aren't you? So we've got one more stop to go on this route, and then we will do our last route. We are running a minute early though, which means let's play a game.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
And we will hop into the Discord server and have a quick look at what you lovely people have been posting. Emily S, sensible. Oh, nice one. And if you do want to post anything over there in the live stream pictures page, you'll find an invitation link to the Discord server in the description below. You're more than welcome to join us over there. Get those numbers in between 1 and 36 for Locomotive Livery and Location. Annoyingly, the signal has just gone to stop just as we were getting close to our departure time. Or should I say the traffic light, not the signal. Roblox Olympics, you are the 3rd number on my screen with 36.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
10 seconds, 36. Locomotive Livery Location if you can. Let me know. What is it? Where is it? What are you thinking? Let me know your thoughts.
Haltestelle Johann-Friedrich-Gasse. Fahrtende. Bitte aussteigen.
Which way are we going here? Round to the left. to keep a bit of power in as we're going around the corner there, because it really does lose a lot of speed. Train boy, hi Deborah, is the train in Locomotive Livery and Location the train that never dies, the Class 142 Cupid to Class 115 GWR Green? It could well be. We will find out before the end of the stream. Totally not using emergency brakes again. Oh, we've got a car on our right hand side. That's going to be quite interesting. Let's give them a race. Hopefully they're going to turn right as well. Oh, we're going to get right away before they do. Okay, fair enough. And this is our final station where this tram terminates. All change, please. All change. Desperately want some UK content, though. Desperately. I think it would be a hit. I really think it would be a hit. GWR 150, 142 either at Dawlish or Tamworth. Corresponding, it's a 143 due to it being flat. Great, the train guy 116, GWR 143 or 142. Richie Rail, is that a GWR pacer? Do you want to do that? No. Right, we are going on to our last line in the game. 2.88 kilometres, that one. 11 minutes 37. So we have got line number 6, and then we have done all the lines. Start a custom session. Do you know what? I think we'll go back into the Stad Regio tram. Line number 6. So yeah, another short one. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 stops on this one. So again, not so bad, not so bad. And we'll go, let's go lunchtime this time. Let's go school kicking out time. 3:30. I do like the fact, you know, vehicle state, you're going to be able to start it with a tram shut down potentially. That's a nice little touch. I look forward to having a play with that. Loading Tramau. I do think, you know, someone said earlier, do DHL sponsor this game? It's a strong possibility, isn't there? Karasmonia, this is going to be a very radical guess. Go for it. Radical guess is welcome. Right, J to activate doors. We've got a minute to set up apparently, but we're supposed to be departing in 16 seconds, so I'm not sure where the minute goes. It's almost like the minute's eating into the loading time. Or the loading time's eating into the minute. Let's see if we can have a near enough perfect run. I'm gonna give it my all.
Haltestelle Igor Jokovic Platz.
I'm gonna absolutely focus. Okay, it's tense. We're going to do this. We're going to be on time. We're going to have no missed traffic lights or ignored stations. This is going to be it. This is going to be the... Number 6 is going to be the run where we get it right. One day. I'm paying lots of attention to what I'm doing. It told me it was 30, not 20, and we did not ignore the traffic light. No! Thought we were going to avoid that. That's infuriating. Right, well at least we're on time. That's the main thing. Train boy, hi Deborah, I'm waiting to get your tram at the next stop. Tim, yes, loading time seems to count. Yeah, I think the minute starts counting down from the minute you click go. That's kind of what it seems like. Richie Rowell, I wonder if DHL will have branding in Train Sim World anytime soon. You never know, you never know. Right, next stop is Ratterhusplatz. Apologies for the pronunciations, as always. Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying this, don't forget to hit that like button, consider subscribing. That would be absolutely awesome. It's been quite a relaxed, chilled out one tonight, but I've enjoyed it. There's a BMW with an indicator! Or is that a Volkswagen / Mercedes / BMW? I got excited then. I thought it was a BMW. False alarm! False alarm! There's no BMWs with indicators on here. No, false alarm. It didn't happen. It wouldn't happen. We did not ignore the traffic light.
Haltestelle Rathausplatz.
Rathausplatz. It's a bit dodgy across the junction there. Jerry BVR, indicators are an optional extra on BMWs. Hey, Mark Glanfield, welcome, new subscriber, great to have you here. The lateness is due to traffic lights. You can't blame me for that. I mean, you can, but... We're on our way.
Haltestelle Linienstraße. Übergang zur Linie 3.
I don't think there's a way we can turn off the HUD at the moment either, which would be pretty cool if we could. I mean, I'm definitely not at a stage where I can play it without the HUD turned on, but it would be really good if we had an option to turn the HUD off. Traffic lights have failed. Come on! It's going to make me late. There is no tram signal there. Definitely no tram signal on that one. Maybe we don't have to stop. Yeah, Northern Princess Productions, there's a lot of bings and bongs and bits like that going on, and I kind of wish I knew what they all meant, to be completely honest with you, because I haven't got much of a clue. Right, we're off to Startgraben. Startgraben, that's what it sounds like. Startgraben. Check out my train drivers on tour vlogs in Germany to see just how bad my German pronunciations are. Oh, we've driven through this bit already. I'm sort of starting to recognise areas we've already driven through, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm sure it said we were turning left there. Right, whatever, whatever. Let's just go with it. I want to catch up with the car in front. Well, at least we are back on time. Okay, yes, let's have a look in the Discord server as Trainboy was asking. What have we got? 60 convoy of 66s. Beautiful, beautiful. Ying machine, ying, 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 ying. We do like a 66. Scottish Dumpster, I just watched the Scotland game and I'm disgraced. Scottish, what happened? Go on. I'm not big into football myself, but what happened? Hey Dave, how we doing? Yeah, Trams, which City Transport Simulator has just been released, so
Haltestelle Eglundorf. Übergang zur Linie 4.
yes.
Fahrtende.
Wait for the
Bitte
announcement to stop.
aussteigen.
Yeah, City Transport Simulator has just been released, so we are having a little play of that. A couple of these traffic lights that have got no tram signals, they're just road signals, which is a little bit odd. I'm big enough to see! Road Rage, Tram Sim Edition. Must have been a BMW driver. Oh no, we've got to stop going on about BMW drivers. Some of them are nice. Right. Uggensdorf, I believe, is going to be our next and final station stop on this service and this stream. And we have completed all 6 lines in City Transport Simulator. Or all 6 of the default lines, because you can create your own lines as well. All Things Buses, what's your opinion on the B network in Manchester? I've only ridden it a couple of times, but it's pretty cool. No, I say a couple of times. Once, I went from Eccles to Deansgate to go to the Museum of Science and Industry. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool network, if I'm being honest. I know what you're all thinking. I know what you're all thinking. I know what you're all thinking. No, no, no. Oh, it made the tram disappear. All Things Buses, thank you very much for joining us, my friend. Just going to have a little look around our tram. I like the way the passengers, when the passengers get on and off, they kind of, you actually see them walk through and find a seat, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you just saw that with that NPC there. So they don't just kind of spawn randomly and then sort of jump into seats. They actually sort of walk up to the seats and sit down properly. It's kind of a really nice animation on that, so that's pretty cool. But there we go, guys. That is all 6 lines in City Transport Simulator Tram. So,
let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
So we've only done a couple of rounds of this tonight, but it was pretty clear from the beginning that you guys have absolutely nailed this. I think pretty much the majority of you have got this. So, without further ado, let's press the button.
It's time to reveal today's Locomotive Livery Location.
It's those red cliffs in the top right there. That is a 143 and a 150, or 2 150s actually, down at Dawlish on the sea wall. You can't see 143s or paces down there, or anywhere for that matter, so I was quite pleased to get those when I did down there. It's 1660s, the 150s are still about, but just 166s. Occasionally a 158 as well down there. But there we go, so that picture was by me, and if you want to send your own pictures in, you absolutely can do. I will tell you exactly how to do that now. Joshua playing behind me there. You can send them to me via my social media channels, which are on the screen for you now, your Locomotive Location livery pictures. And I am running low, so if you send me a good one, the chances are it will get featured very, very soon. Or you can send them to me via the Discord server as a direct message, and you'll find a link to that in the description below. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. There is a like button to show your appreciation, and there's also a subscribe button. We are going to be back streaming probably tomorrow night with the new DB Diesel Loco. I can't remember what number it is. I've got to check when the embargo ends, but I will probably be back streaming that tomorrow night, so hopefully you can join me for that. City Transport Simulator, always interested to hear your thoughts and views. There is a great comment section for that below. Have you got this? Will you be getting it? Do you think it's got potential? What would you like to see in the game? And all of that good stuff. Thank you very much to everyone on the membership, Scottish, Pig and Bob I've seen in tonight, and everybody else. Northern Princess Productions has been moderating away, thank you very much. And everybody else who has joined us. So, all that remains for me to do is press that button there. I am going to go and carry on with my model railway project. Video series coming soon. We have a fully working signalling panel, it looks cool. But you'll have to wait to see that in another video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.